North Korea general encourages army to learn from Korean War mistakes to prepare for Kim. Sources state the U.S. Army's Chief of Staff, Mark Milley, has brought up two historic wars at the Pentagon as part of a chilling warning that shows the U.S. needs to prepare for all eventualities. Discussing the Army Unit Task Force Smith, General Milley reminisced how a military group underestimated the North in the Korean War and the Battle of the Passerine Pass in World War II when troops were overrun by German General Erwin Rommel. The New York Times, NIT, reported the officials claimed General Milley recited accounts of the two military defeats in meeting after meeting. The general is understood to have declared the U.S. should ready itself for a possible war with North Korea to avoid another historical loss. The veteran U.S. figure also disclosed his fear the U.S. Army has lost its war muscle memory, the skills needed to wage an assault involving land troops, naval forces, air power and the use of cyber technologies. America has spent 16 years fighting in Iraq, Afghanistan and Syria, and this is said to have sparked concern from the Army boss that the U.S. has forgotten how to fight a conventional war. General Milley previously declared the regime led by despot leader Kim Jong-un poses the greatest threat to U.S. national security. He said, "Do not wait on orders," and printed new regulations and new manuals. Put simply, I want you to get ready for what might come, and do not do any tasks that do not directly contribute to increasing combat readiness in your unit. His claims follow reports stating the U.S. is carrying out large-scale training exercises simulating what an all-out war could look like. Fort Bragg in North Carolina last month saw a mix of 48 Apache gunships and Chinook cargo helicopters. The initiative involved moving troops and equipment under live artillery fire. Soldiers moved artillery, fuel and ammunitions behind a hypothetical enemy line, according to reports. Then, 119 soldiers from the U.S. Army's 82nd Airborne Division are said to have parachuted out of C-17 cargo planes at night in Nevada to simulate what a foreign invasion could look like. The exercise was aimed at making an enemy have to deal with a war on different fronts from an early stage. This month will see over 1,000 reserve troops drawn into a drill involving the erection of mobilization centers that are used to transport military forces from country to country. The Pentagon also plans to dispatch further troops to the Korean Peninsula. This will coincide with the commencement of the Pyeongchang Olympic Games, according to military sources cited by the New York Times. They claim the troops' arrival could signify the creation of a task force in the region and could have similar duties to those used in Iraq and Syria. However, others have claimed it is part of an effort related to counterterrorism.